On today's game as the Congo, we're going to be attempting what I think is relatively impossible, a Congo religious victory. We're going to settle into this map, expand into a high populous, industrialized, scientific, military-led economy, and we're going to find and steal someone's religion, and then kill the person that made the religion, and then spread the religion. What happens when you get a religious victory and the person who made the religion is not in the game anymore? Let's find out. I mean, surely it couldn't go too badly wrong, right? Oh no. Hello, I'm Ursa Ryan, and as you've just heard, Congo time! We're going to be playing Congo Religious Victory. Now, Congo can't put down holy sites, they cannot get great profits. What they can do is steal other people's religion and gain all the beliefs that those religions give you. You can also print apostles every time you put down your neighborhood, district, or a theater square, as long as that city follows the religion. You can create utter chaos. My goal is to take somebody's religion, a religion I like, maybe a feed the world religion if I'm lucky, although actually now thinking about it, feed the world in this place would be terrible because I won't have any holy sites. Ignore that. But I'm going to steal someone's religion, and then I'm going to kill the person that gave me the religion, wipe them totally out of the game. So, you know, Congo, high swordsman, high science time, and then we're going to win a religious victory and see what happens. I'm probably going to lose the game, but will I really lose it? Or will I win? Morally, I think we all know the answer to that. Deity, standard speed, no game modes, 6 players, small continents and islands, 9 city-states, balanced start position. Let's get started. What a start we have. Lots of rainforest, lots of forest, and a plains hill that I am stood on. That's an extra production for my capital, and seeing as I've got a 3-1 sugar plantation opportunity just to my left, I like it. I'm going to settle right where we are. Even got a handy little bit of marsh. Interesting. You know what that says? Marsh and floodplains to my left. Let's try and go Etamananki. I've got to do it. We've got to give it a go. Pottery and then into writing. And I think I'm going to throw out at least 1 scout and force work the food tile. I hate it when it just doesn't grow beginning of the game. Just let me grow to 2 pop and then I can get a settler. Mission 1 today really is going to be just find civilization, find out where everybody else is, and wait until somebody chooses to give me a religion. Maybe I'll go hunting a religion out. I don't know at this point. Maybe I'll just wait until somebody passively spreads it to me. I don't know. We'll see. Whichever way it happens. Hello, Mr. Scout. Ooh, you're not going to run away, are you? Nah, I'm not going to bother fighting you. Just going to walk past. I'm going to pretend you don't exist. Actually going to treat myself to 1 more scout before I make the settler. Let's make sure we really do check this location out. Oh, go away, Mr. Barbarian. I don't like you. A builder. Actually that's pretty handy. We can go and rush irrigation. Let's get this wheat improved with my 3 builder, and I'm going to force work that tile as well. I like early game food, and I like forcing it into my capital. Let's make it a big chunky monkey. I've had so much luck recently with hanging gardens. It's a wonderful wonder. Growth by 15% in all cities massively helps when you add it to 20% amenity food growth from being static. It can really give you huge industry later into the game. I've come around on the hanging gardens. I do think it's a really good wonder now. Etamananki though, it's just science and production rithik, even with this marsh tile over there as well. It's too good an opportunity. I think we're going to have to go and beeline that, and the campus as well. We'll see if we can do all of those things. But seeing as I've got 2 scouts on the map, I'm hoping I should find somebody pretty quickly. There's not too much chance that the game isn't going to give us any neighbors, right? Goody hut. Recon unit, my 3rd scout. Well, if there's anything that we don't find on this continent, it's my fault. Put it that way. I'm going to have to put discipline on quickly along with God King to get my pantheon, but we do have a bit of a barb problem. I am being pushed back relatively badly, and unfortunately I don't have the defense to block both of these attacks. I'm going to push back. Oh yeah, there's a lot of buzz. This scout did get back. I didn't have the combat strength at the time to knock them back. It's gonna be a little bit of an issue for me. I'm just wondering whether or not let's get this settler out, and then I've got a slinger rush. I was just thinking about whether I get a slinger out to start with, but I think it's worth just holding 5. That's a 2nd builder, by the way. That's really good. We like that a lot. Valletta and Brussels. Nobody's met Valletta, but they have met Brussels. Okay, so if I want to boost writing, I've got to head down in that direction. Fine. Good to know. My warrior got trapped behind a scout, so I decided to fortify on the hill. The gamble paid off. We managed to pull it off and I survived. Let's battle cry. That's +7, a bit more health, and I'm fortified on a hill with rainforest. If this doesn't keep me safe, I don't know what will. Oh, that's a bit of a gamble leaving myself there, but I'm gonna have to try. I'm moving one scout back to help to deal with the barbs. The other two are going to explore continually. Lake Redba. Interesting. Okay, astrology's boosted. Not a huge thing for the Congo, but a useful thing to have nonetheless. And Taravavadavaravarava, you know, as we all know, that's how it's called, is a really good city-state for extra culture if I'm getting lots of great people. I probably will get quite a few great people at a later point. I don't know if it's sort of my priority right now. We'll see. Also, I've got a huge amount of space to this left-hand side of the map. I'm fairly confident that I've got, yeah, enough space to be enjoying myself. Oh, Leeds? Let's get Leeds and marshes. No, reeds and marshes. There's 3 marshes to my right-hand side there. That's a pretty tempting thing to have. My warrior actually survived. It's badly beaten though, so I'm going to retreat back to my territory and use my scout just to see if this slinger is going to come chasing me. There's another scout has found me with another barbarian outpost, so I've got to go serious on getting a little bit of an early game army here. Otherwise, we're going to get caught short, I think. The sling rush will be real. Writing is now within boost territory as well, so we're going to go to irrigation and hope that I meet somebody soon. We should meet somebody, right? Somebody has met both these city-states. They're around here. The scouts that are visible, we will find them. So I've met 3 city-states. I found another continent. I found a natural disaster. Oh no, hang on. Oh, it's a population lost. Oh, I thought for a second that was a troop lost because my settler is there. Oh, that would have been painful, but it's okay. I can skip through. I think we can go and settle on the coast. It's not a problem. But yeah, I did lose a population from this city. Please continue working the food. I need you to grow. Brazil. If there's one person as the Congo you do not want as a neighbor, it's Brazil, because they will be fighting me for my rainforests. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. Never mind. It's okay. It's just like, well, the problem we've got is I really now wanted to get myself into a place where I could rush this wonder, but the production I've got is pretty poor because the floods just killed a population and I'm having to spam slingers out as well. So do I do it? Do I try and get that wonder? It's going to be really tough, but it also looks like it's a really good one for my particular starting location, so feels like if I can go through it, I should. Yeah, here come the barbs. Okay, right, well, we're not going to try and hold on for too long here. I'm getting the slinger out. We'll be able to resist a little better like that. So let's get that city founded on the coast. Gives me a sailing boost as well as a luxury, which I can then immediately sell to Brazil and use that to get myself another slinger or 2. It feels a bit drastic, but when this slinger gets finished, I don't think I'm going to need to push any more onto troops. We should be able to go fine from there. Perfect. The one upside to all of this is that I have actually managed to rush bronze working, which is semi-decent, but yeah, production is proving tricky. I mean, if I can get this wonder down, man, I'm going to be happy about that. Of all the places to stand, that is not a good one, Mr. Slinger. I can attack you from every single angle. Defense is looking a bit better. I'm happy that we have actually managed to kind of force a good defense in this city now. That's good. That's really good. Coupe. Hello, where are you? Don't you dare settle on my coast. No, he's over there. Okay, good. I was like, this is all my land. Don't you dare. Irrigation! Hanging Gardens has been given to me as well, but I've also now got this luxury in, which should give me enough gold if I sell it to Coupe to actually allow me to get a tile, which helps me to then build a wonder. It's a tricky sort of mix here. I think just building it generically on this river is going to be a good place. I'm thinking theatre squares wise. Yeah, anywhere really is going to be fine. Let's give it a go. I think if I can get a decent pantheon off their city as well, we'll be looking good. If I don't get the wonder, I can throw the production into Hanging Gardens. And in the meantime, animal husbandry and mining. Yeah, 2 very simple things, but things that I need drastically. There's a lot more space on this continent than I thought as well. Brazil are going to be a bit of a pain. They normally are. They normally go pretty high science with the adjacency from the campuses and the rainforest. So if I do have to kill them, that might be a little bit tricky. I have to. I love the way I phrase stuff sometimes. It's like if I have to kill them, it's like, no, Ursa, you don't have to kill anybody. just be chill. Jerusalem. I was saving hold of this envoy, but I'm gonna just dump it in Jerusalem because then I should get a pantheon quicker. I think Brazil have already gone for one. Religious settlements. They went for the extra settler. Interesting. Coupe hasn't got one just yet, which surprises me. Coupe is normally pretty quick to the faith game. But that takes, I think that, so it would be 9 turns. It would take 4 turns there off getting a pantheon. So I'll take that. That's pretty good. Round 2 for Barbarians. This is a bit annoying, but luckily I have more of a defense this time, so we should be laughing. So many barbs, but luckily they are just continually throwing themselves in like nice easy lines against my walls. So I can just keep fighting them off fairly easily. I probably should go and see if we can kill the encampment though. There's 2 of them. That's 3 times 2 experience or era score just ready for me to pick up. If I can get a nice early golden age, that would be good. I'm just buying that tile for this improvement on the honey. Gets me more gold income, but I can immediately then go and sell the honey for gold, more than the tile cost. So it kind of works out for me, I think. Next, I think I'll go archery just in case I need to improve my slingers. I think I'm doing okay, but it's good to have the options, you know? I like to have the options. 4 cities for Brazil, 4 cities for Coupe. Goodness me. Deity just spreads out so quickly early game. I can never keep up. Come on, Pantheon. Give me some good options. There is still fertility rights. Okay, so fertility rights would give me 10% city growth. We played with this a few times, and we know that stacks very well later into the game. Oh, it is always a fun option, that one. We do have reeds and marshes. There is 1, 2, 3 marsh tiles immediately within range of my capital. That's huge. That will rush early game wonders, and there's more up here as well, so we have plenty of marsh opportunities. I could go monument to the gods. That would be worth like an extra 2 production maximum, but each one of these would give me I can't go for anything else. It's got to be reeds and marshes. I've had my eye on it for so long. Desert floodplains. Oasis. Don't think I've got a huge amount of desert. There's some up there. Let's have a quick search. No, there's none of that. So it's just the marshes. But let's double up. Let's do it. Lady of Reeds and Marshes. Bam. Okay. That gives me a 5-2 tile immediately off the bat. I'm then going to make it even better by spending to get this tile. That is a 5-2. And this tile. That is a 4-2. Perfect. Let's just rejig the production of the city around a little bit. It's decided it wants to grow slightly. That's fine. But I think I want to rush this wonder out. So we're actually going to force work those 4 tiles. That puts it on 11 turns. I think I saw one of these cities is building it. Yeah, look, there it is. It looks like they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. I mean, is that probably not the best way of looking at whether or not it's done? Oh, I have less steps. They've actually overtaken me already. That's ridiculous. Oh, what city is this? Kiribati. Is it even a good city? No, population 3. 3 population. It's out producing me. Never mind. Okay. Well, we've got 14 production. That helps. I think we've created some good growth and some good tiles. If we can't win this, oh, it's going to be frustrating, but I'm going to give it everything I can. Oh, look, they've now finished the staircase right up to the 2nd strut. I'm not quite there, but I've caught up quite a lot. I feel like I'm now building it faster. Oh, is it worth trying to get a chop out? I actually will get this builder finished, but I need to get mining done first, and then I can chop one of the woods. It feels like a bad move for the Congo. I like to keep all the woods I can for my districts later, but I guess with conservation, I can build them later. Okay, we've now got up there and we've almost entirely finished the roof. They've actually put another layer on top. Oh man, they're building it quicker than me. They are building it quicker than me. Am I maximizing the production here? I think I am. I've got 3, 3, 2, 2. There's no other tile I could do. Yeah, this is max. I could get Corvée in, but... or God King. Can I switch God King out? That would give me 1 extra production. I think at this point, yeah, anything I can get is worth it. So we've now got that thing. I can see the wooden strut, and we're filling in the top. They filled in the top more. I keep saying this. I feel like I'm catching them, but I don't have any evidence for that. Go on, move right between my units. Do it. Oh, you only moved to 1 of them. That's a bit boring. So I put the wooden rafters on what is the 4th rung now? Wooden rafters in 4th rung. No. Oh my goodness. They have slightly more wooden rafters, but like, I've caught up just about. We are now accelerating through this. Oh, If I can get just one rush from this, one rush from that builder, I think it might be enough. Is Congo... Okay, I was going to check if it was on -1 immunities. That would give me an ability to just like push the production up a little bit by buying a luxury, but that's not going to help right now. This city's the one that's a negative at the moment. I killed one barb encampment, which is good. That's 30 gold, which is awesome. Military tradition boosted, and also a little bit of extra era score. I'm trying to kill all the barb encampments I can at this point. We're in all-out war with the Barbarians. This is brutal. Oh, it got built. An unmet person built it. Oh, I knew that would happen. Okay, so Brazil didn't get it either, but somebody built it. Oh, and I just had the builder to rush it. That is frustrating. Oh, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? We got the Pantheon. That's something. If we can find that particular wonder, I might have to go and just nab it. You know, just nab it. Oh, should we just try and build hanging gardens instead? Let's just throw the production into hanging gardens. Honestly, at this point, it's probably worth it. Okay, we killed one of the barb encampments, but I'm not going to kill this other one. It's brutally defended. My slingers are being hit pretty hard. I'm going to have to pull myself back. Yeah, it's fine. I finally got to 5 population in my capital, though. Hanging gardens will help with that quite a lot, and I'd like it as well if I could get a little happier. Looks like I could buy some luxuries, which I'm tempted to buy at least one of them. Let's get some diamonds in so that I'm not unhappy in my capital. That just gives me a little bit more growth, a little bit more production, all the good stuff, really. Finally improving these marsh tiles, a bit more gold over there, and a sugar that I could sell. No, I can't sell it. That's probably for the best. I'll actually keep some of the immunities for my own cities. Lovely. No, don't sit on the wonder. I was just about to finish that. Oh, you little... They knew exactly what they were doing there. Normal age, that's fine. It's fine. Let's go free inquiry. It's the easiest one to get era score on if you don't have your own religion. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm going to have to pick up one archer here and hope that we can just... Oh, there's another warrior appearing from behind. Barbs everywhere, and they are being frustrating. Oh, and a savage flood as well. That's going to kill everything. Oh, ouchie. That's not good. I'm going to have to kill this... Yeah, kill that slinger so I can hide this slinger behind. You're going to have to retreat just a touch. And the scout will have to just stand and fire for a bit. I do have another builder that I've just finished, so I can go and fix all this stuff. But blimey, this start is proving to be more brutal than I had anticipated. This, I guess, is just what happens when the barbs have all of this space and they can just do what they want in it. It just gives them pretty much infinite ability to be annoying. Hanging Gardens, though, growth by 15% in all cities. That late game is going to stack amazingly with the extra immunities we'll get from our cities. It basically means we've got 35% growth rather than 20% growth. Once we get super happy, it's a huge difference. It really helps us to hit our population caps, and as the Congo, population is something we will be throwing at very quickly. So the infrastructure of this city is doing okay. I could rush a campus out to try and get some of these early game scientists and to get my science up generally. It does need it, but the barbs are around so much. I'm going to try and settle. I need to get a few more cities. Brazil's on 6 at the moment. I feel like this is by far the most important problem I've got to deal with. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's all very important problems, to be fair. Well, to help me get out of this early game, Magnus would give me provision and I could get surplus logistics. But Pingala, I think, will make up for the fact that I haven't got a district out yet, so we'll pull this one. I do have this district being finished soon. It's a +2 campus next to a single reef. Not a huge thing, but a small bonus for me at any rate. Okay, our trades are starting to pick back up now, so we can get a little bit of more early gold. But this iron, I like the fact that I've just improved a source of iron. Was that just run into some barbs again? I'm having a really bad day with barbs. So bad. This settler is almost finished. This campus is almost finished. I've got an early empire giving me an extra governor. These are all good things. Wheel will help me to pick up some infrastructure to help me improve these farms with resources on. I do have quite a few. Some water mills are a big priority for us, actually. I want to get both cities to 10 population. 10 population and a bunch of districts. Oh, how did that scout survive? Right, run away, run away. I'll take it. At this point, I'll take anything. It's all looking lovely. It's going to start repairing all these things. Wheel is really good for me. The campus is really good for me. I need production, but I need science more than anything else. So let's get that library going quick. Yes, finally some infrastructure is popping along nicely now. We've got lots of horses coming in, lots of iron coming in. We've got luxuries that we're managing to trade away. I'm just going to quickly pick up this luxury from Coupe just to make my second city happier, which is looking lovely. It's now got the housing to grow again once I fix both of these farms. It feels like we've survived a very rough start and now we can start making our way back. Now the marshes are over in this area and the AI is over in this area, so I want to be settling over towards the right. The right is good. The right means that we can block land, we can defend it, we can stop them from settling near me. These mountain ranges, there's possibilities for some really good campuses, I think, if we plan this out properly. That's a grassland hill. This is a rainforested plains hill. I might go and settle over here just to lock in these mountains. There's also an ivory over here that I can claim in a second. A nice sheep tile to work. A really good campus spot. Yeah, I think... Oh no, hang on. If I settle there, that'll get rid of the... What I was thinking is if I can leave these two rainforests alone, that's a nice +3. But I guess that's fine, because it means I can go and settle on this tile instead. Is that a plains hill? That's a grassland hill. What about this one? That's just a grassland full stop. I guess actually that puts me closer to these ivory. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Let's just go to that. Let's go and settle on this tile. It blocks off Brazil a little bit and means I can still work that lovely +3 campus, which you gotta admire and you gotta like. I don't need that builder right now. Let's get another campus sorted. And actually thinking about this, what can we do? What's going to be a really good space for us? That's a +2 because it's got the rainforest adjacency. Although we probably should think about it a little more carefully. If I'm going to have to put an aqueduct on one of these two tiles to my north, those are the only two placements I've got to fresh water. Industrial zone wise, it makes more sense to put it there, so I can put the industrial zone on that tile, because it'll be next to two horses. So suddenly this campus looks better. If I was to put a campus there, and then I government plaza'd this tile, it removes a little bit, two woods and a rainforest I'd have to remove, but that is a +3, which is good. I think I'm going to have to do that. Let's get the builder, and then we can chop that forest down so I don't lose any of the yield. But I think that's what we're going to have to do. So I just sold a lot of stuff, and now I have enough money to buy in a watermill. I'm going to just keep doing this. I want my capital to keep growing. I need it to be as good as possible. We're making use of the fact that we've got lovely amenity growth. The hanging gardens growth. If I can pick up amenity growth as well with another luxury, that would be fab. So actually, if we make a priority to getting this ivory, that would be awesome. Pingala's going to pick up Connoisseur, help me rush towards my first government, which is only 5 turns away now. That's brilliant. My troops are finally starting to heal as well, which is awesome. I've almost got enough courage to go and try and deal with that Barb encampment again. I'm still scared. I'm still very, very scared. I can actually make friends with Brazil, which I'm going to do because they are my closest neighbor and they're probably the only people that are going to go to war with me. I like having friendship because it doesn't mean I'm going to be peaceful with them all game. It just means that I have more flexibility with when I declare war, you know? Like it puts the power in my hands as the player with a little bit more intelligence and, you know, the ability to plan ahead. I say that. Intelligence is probably a word that I say and maybe don't quite mean, but we'll do what we can. This is a turtle. Let's just get that in quickly. It's a lovely tile to work, but also it's another luxury that I could, in theory, sell for 7 gold. Or and then my capital just grew a little bit, so unfortunately it's not quite happy anymore. I want to get that happiness if I can. This ivory, I think, will do that. That will be perfect for me. There's also some tobacco over there. That's good. That's really good. And honey, I've only got one source of honey. There's loads of it. Okay, great. Okay, there's loads of luxuries for me to go and expand to. I love it. Political philosophy. Let's go Classical Republic. That'll make my cities happier and will help me to grow even more. I want now settlers. I would like urban planning. That's good. Diplomatic League, charismatic leader. Let's go for that combination. I like actually having more influence over city-states earlier in the game. Tends to be better than you think it's going to. Heavy chariots. 2 heavy chariots. I wasn't looking at city-state quests deliberately because I wanted to wait until I had Diplomatic League in. It means I get 2 envoys when I complete the first quest, not 1, assuming I haven't done anything with that city-state before. But a boat, a galley, and a heavy chariot, these are things that I could easily do. Could very easily do. City number 3. Perfect. I probably should do some planning as to where I want my next cities to go. These 2 spots for now will be good. Let's try and work towards those. And I wanted a campus, but I'm just going to quickly put a couple turns into a trader for now, whilst this city just gets off the floor. And chop the forest. Perfect. Gives me a settler. Lets me put the campus down. Let's get these campuses sorted quickly, and this settler off you pop to there. Move the warrior in advance to go and protect it. I think this is looking okay. This is fine. We are starting now to build a bit of infrastructure. I'm feeling just a little happier about how things are going. And this is a good time to pick up an envoy with Taruga, because science in the capital and then science for every library building. I'm just about to finish a library building. So that'll be 2 science when that works itself out, which is good. Oh, and 3 immunities as well, because I think, am I getting one from having a district? I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe one of my trade deals. Oh, I think one of my trade deals expired. Oh yeah, the honey's back. Great. So I'm now on 25% growth boost rather than 15% because I'm now a little happier. And this city's on +3 as well. This city's on +4. Oh, great. Well, I mean, so far, so good. One thing this game is distinctly lacking, though, is religion. One person has a religion, Eastern Orthodoxy. Whoever that is, they're doing their thing, and Brazil hasn't got one. I kind of hoped they would, because then Brazil would be my natural target. Yeah, maybe not. Just picked up drama and poetry, but I'm fairly happy with the choices that we are making so far. Let's get a government plaza in 2 turns. That'll boost my government, my campus really nicely, which I've just finished. Here's city number 4. So I've now finally caught up to having just over half of what Brazil has. Insane. 28 population, I've got 16. Oh, population is a really good way of determining how someone's doing. Brazil, what are you doing with all of these units? Oh, you're going to go and settle right near me, are you? Okay, we'll see how that goes for you, eh? See how that goes. Pingala can now have researcher. Perfect. A little bit more science in my empire, a little bit more. Again, my population in my capital is now beginning to edge towards 10. That's kind of where I wanted it to go. Feel a little bit better if it's high at that sort of level. Do I go Ancestral Hall and get myself extra settler capacity and then a free builder? Or do I get myself audience chamber for the amenities and housing? I think I might get that for the city growth. Let's do that. I'm having a lot of luck with that at the moment, and Warlord's Throne will be later. Good late game, but right now, I'm not entirely sure that it's the best thing I can do. Okay, right, I'm going to get a galley. I'm training that quickly, so that's good. Heavy chariot, so Valletta will get one. I quite like the idea of being able to buy things with faith, but my faith income's not high just yet. I need to wait until people get relics and things like that later into the game. What about Brussels? Send a trade route. I could send a trade route to Brussels. Should we do that? Extra production towards wonders? Yeah, go on then. Jerusalem bows to me and I get a boat in the sea. Lots of Irascore all at the same time there. That's pretty awesome. There's somebody I haven't met just off the coast, so we're going to go and find them. Another continent. Who is this? Sort of blue and white? Is this Sweden, do we think? Or is this maybe either France or I think it might be France or Sweden. I can't quite tell. I'm practicing being annoying to this settler. Look at this. I'm just sort of slowly bottling it in and getting it to get lost. I want to settle in these lands. How much is a settler actually? 680 gold. Oh, that's expensive. I'm slowly getting that much gold just by draining these lot of all of theirs. So if I can get a settler and I can go and settle towards this river, I can just block this entire stretch of the continent off. But knowing that there's somebody here, I'm going to have settling pressure all over. It's going to be crazy. Ethiopia. Okay. Hello. Are you the person with the religion? Is it you? It is you. Ethiopia. Okay. So Ethiopia are the ones that we want to steal the religion from. And they're the ones that we're going to have to destroy. They have 6 cities, a population of 17. We're going to have to start building an army. Okay, well, first step is to let them spread the religion to me. Once they've done that, we'll have some fun. I'm going to be really annoying. I'm just sort of moving my units around so they really can't do much. You know, thinking about it, maybe I should have let them through, because then they could have settled over here and I could have just loyalty pressured it. Settling over there is probably worse for me. I don't know. Who knows, really? Natural philosophy. Let's get more science in. 41 science. How are we doing scientifically? Ethiopia are the tech leaders, annoyingly. Okay, well, that's going to be a bit frustrating. Let's... Oh, they want to be paid for open borders. I kind of want this, unfortunately. That's... I'll give them some... Yeah, there we go. That works. But I want to get through and meet who they are of friends and enemies with so that I can take advantage of that. I'm also going to start to put some other governors in my cities, make sure that we're spreading out and getting good coverage. Let's get Magnus in this city and then we'll go from there. Okay, cool. Right, I've managed to just move the settler through and back round to this sort of direction, so that's awesome. And there's my trader to Brussels, which makes sure that they're on side and gives me currency. It's all going swimmingly. I'm going to need a Gogi, and I'm going to need to start building some units, I think. Let's do that. So military tradition, I'm going to head towards mercenaries at the top of the screen, but we'll get audience chamber. Getting a settler in, I think, yeah, it's worth building the settler out, but I do need to start warrior spamming a little bit so that I can get my unique unit. It's a pretty cheap upgrade. But I'm going to have to start doing this. I think we're going to have to just actually beeline towards the real goal of my mission, which is to get myself a religious victory. So it's what I want, and Ethiopia are the only people with a religion, so that's what we're going to have to do. Go for them. An ecstatic capital, 35% extra on food growth. It's awesome. It's just, yeah, keep growing the city. Just keep doing it. Going back to urban planning, natural philosophy, Agogi. I'd quite like maritime industries, but I don't have enough government slots. But let's get some warriors out first, because they're the upgradable unique units. I am getting man-at-arms. That is an unfortunate thing, but if I can make the upgrade to my uniques first before going man-at-arms, I think I save on a bunch of iron, because the uniques are just like really cheap on that. Actually, look at that. My capital can build these unique units so quickly. It's awesome. Perfect. Well, we'll just hold on to that one. I think I'm just going to go settle directly on the honey. I think that's kind of worth doing that, and then I can potentially settle on that sort of random tile there. That's weird. I have minus 18 production towards building this unique unit. How did that work? Huh. I don't think that's as it should be, but never mind. Mayans. Okay, you, I think, are the people. Yeah, I think you're the people that have met Ethiopia, right? They have. They don't like Ethiopia as well, which is cool. I think if I send you a delegation, I send you some open borders, and you know what? I'll make it a fair deal for you. We can befriend them. I can make friends with them. In fact, have a couple of spare horses. Please do. There we go. And then if we make friends with them, they can be my military ally against the Ethiopians. Maybe. Oh, they've decided they're going to give me an unhappy face, even though that's a +4 relationship. Oh, and I lost my archer. Goodness me. The barbs on this map are just so frustrating. So frustrating. Like, can you just leave me alone, please? City number 5. That might actually make a few of my cities unhappy, so maybe settling out as much right now isn't a good idea. I mean, saying that though, look, there's some lovely tobacco, so maybe. I think it probably is a good idea. I just need to figure out why it's a good idea and how. Get a commercial hub going. We settle too close. I will take the 30 favour from you, Brazil, because the promises to you don't mean anything, and I can just sell this favour for more war funds. Oh look, the barbs are approaching from the other direction now. Isn't this exciting? Yay! Ethiopia are going to pay me solid money for my luxuries. I don't mind that. That's fine. I will inevitably just take my luxuries back from them once we go to war. Now, there's some pillaging going on now. Okay, right. Well, luckily, they've left their archer right next to my unique units, so I can go and kill that. I can go and take care of this one by moving in the other direction. I'm building an army fast, right? This is the thing, so it doesn't matter if I take a little bit of damage right now, because I will be very powerful very quickly. Where's Taruga? Here you are. You are I'm your suzerain now. Haha! Irascore puts us into a golden age. Up to 48 science. It's not bad, but I've got 2 campuses that'll be almost finished very soon, so that's looking pretty nice as well. And a oh, look at that natural wonder that Ethiopia have settled on top of. Looking good, looking good. The barbs are going to pillage my campus, which is highly frustrating. Oh no, they're going to attack me instead. Hey, I'll take that. That's good news for me. That is a positive. Oh, the barbs are even building catapults. Oh my lord, please just, can you leave me alone? I feel like it should be a thing where you just leave me alone. I am done with you. To be fair, it is leveling my units up just a smidgen, so it's not the worst thing. And I'm producing more units. I'm just getting a bunch of archers to get some crossbows, as well as a siege tower or 2. And Golden Age, this is when we strike. Oh, Ethiopia's in a Dark Age and everything, so yeah, I mean, perfect. Perfect. We love it. Monumentality, let's make sure my builders move around quicker, my settlers are actually useful. I think it's going to be a glorious age to be from Congo. World Congress. I'd love it if we generate less grievances towards Menelik. That would be handy. And yeah, if I could culture bomb as well, that would be pretty cool. 100 towards somebody we haven't met yet. There's somebody in the world that's more disliked than me. I always am slightly amazed when that's a thing. Machinery. Crossbows, I think that means, right? Yeah, 250 gold for that promotion. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, considering how much I'm making at the moment. Oh, and actually, I've just started getting niter from somebody as well. That's really cool. That's probably going to be a city-state. Not trading with Ethiopia. I don't want to actually give them anything that they're going to end up keeping. Should I declare war on them? Let's get this crossbow quickly. I think we're just about ready to go to war now. We've got some units that could be upgraded, but I've got lots of unique units. Yeah, no, this is good. Let's get apprenticeship now. I'm going to just level this up. We're gonna do what we can. Give ourselves some ancient walls before putting libraries up, just to keep ourselves a little bit safer. Start getting some more luxuries in so that I can sell them to the highest bidder. Beautiful. And start to move my army back and round to, yeah, go to war. I think we've got plenty of army. Plenty of army. I just need to now go and actually use it in the right way. Brazil. Don't take the letter. Oh, I liked the letter. Okay, it's an opportunity for me to go and liberate them later on, but still, it's a bit frustrating. Oh boy, look at that. Friendship with the Mayans. Lovely stuff. I just offered it to them when they were neutral and they were like, yeah, sure. So we are slowly now managing to convert everyone. Now, Coupe doesn't like me because I'm chopping things down, and I don't think I'm going to be able to really change that anytime soon until I get conservation anyway. And I start to put national parks down and put more things down. So like there are ways I can improve it, but it's not going to be for a little while. So we'll just hold on to that. But everything else so far is coming up Ursa. I'm going to denounce Ethiopia quickly. I feel like 5 turns is plenty of time to get myself roughly in order, but I'd like to do a nice proper formal war with them rather than anything that's going to give me too many grievances. That's the hope anyway. We'll see if that works out. Is Agogi still the option for me that I want here? This is the question. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to change governments. We're going to now change to oligarchy to give myself a +4. I'm going to put Agogi there. I'm going to put a Republican legacy, which I picked up because I did the government plaza. That's pretty awesome. There's Agogi. I could put conscription down, but this is probably the time to now give myself maritime industries to build a bit of a navy. The usual rules apply. Beat the sea game, beat the naval game, and the army game will follow. If I can control this channel between the two of us, I can basically decide when my troops appear, when they disappear. It'll be totally my discretion, and that will be really handy for me. So that's kind of what we're aiming for here. Got another galley on the way back, all looking good. I'm going to start pumping galleys out, start pumping my unique units out again. I've got man-at-arms on the way. I'm pretty happy, actually. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. And civil service, if we can get the military alliance, that would be, just awesome. And there is Zulu. I feel like, Zulu, you are going to not like Ethiopia. They haven't met Ethiopia. How have you done that? That's amazing. Okay, well, unfortunately, I am friends with somebody they are at war with at the moment, so that's not going to go down very well. Oh yeah, they really don't like me. They don't like my golden age. They don't like the fact that I'm being cool. I'm just the coolest cat. They don't like it. I feel like they're jealous. That's what this probably is, jealousy. Oh, I finally killed the Barb encampment, by the way. Oh, phew. That was an absolute liability for my empire. I was struggling with that, but we did it. Mass production. I'm finally starting to get some improved tiles around my new cities down here. I'm going to try and build the Colosseum as well. Colosseum will give my capital a bunch of extra benefits and boosts and all this sort of lovely stuff. Yeah, look at that. We're finally pushing out. I've defended my land. My army is now making its way to the border, and 110 gold from man-at-arms upgrade is pretty cheap as these sort of upgrades come, so we'll take it. I think it's probably time to start this war because I can get the Mayans involved, and that means that I know that I want this alliance to go through as well. I think the only other person I know that knows of their existence is Coupe. Coupe is not going to want to get involved. Okay, that's probably fair, but it's a formal war. I have seen that Ethiopia have men-at-arms running around, which isn't ideal. Men-at-arms are probably on the tougher side, but it's okay. My galleys are plaguing the Ethiopian shores at the moment, and we've got pretty good coverage of their harbours. That means I can do a lot of pillaging, get a lot of gold, get myself a lot of infrastructure at the same time. I've got my men-at-arms now working, moving down as well, which is pretty cool. Fortunately, the coast is sort of blocking my access a little bit, but we'll get there. Oh, Brazil are actually going to give me 2 books. That's interesting. Hold off on that for a second, because what I'm looking for is artifacts or relics or sculptures. I'm pretty sure nothing like that has been popped out, but I'll just double check. No, there's no artists in the game just yet. What about relics? No. Sometimes people will have relics and I can eat them. Tasty relics. They give you food. Never understood that one. I really haven't. Like, why would relics give you food? It's just the strangest thing. What about if I take your better great work of writing? Oh, actually, they'll do that for not much at all. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty decent. Perfect. That's another 4 culture per turn. Huge gains for me in my capital. I'll take that and I will use that nicely. Oh, I circumnavigated the globe as well, which is pretty cool. My scout is going to be attacking Ethiopia from the other direction. I say attacking. Attacking is very much the wrong word here. I'm just going to be pillaging from different directions. Little trick for you here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offer open borders and get Brazil to pay for the open borders now, and then I'll give them an alliance. Now, I'm at war with the Mayans. I'll go for a military alliance. Perfect. That's a little bit of extra combat power. And Brazil, I think, I really want to hope that you get a religion, because then I can actually spread it for now. But no, it's not going to work for now. I'll just do a single religion. Let's go economic. Nope, you're not going to do that. They want cultural, and I don't want to give them cultural. I'll offer you research. That'll do. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, having a better alliance now works perfectly. I don't want to build any more naval units. If I can pillage better, yes I can. There's the raid card. Where is it? Done. And I'd like to save a bit more gold on conscription. That's probably, oh no, equestrian orders to get more gold that way, because I'm selling these for way more. That's probably better. Natural philosophy, Republican legacy, all looking like good cards for me for now, but I can get more gold now. 240 from a single pillage. That is awesome. Another pillage over there. Yum. What I'm going to do as well is save up a bunch, an absolute bunch of gold if I can, to be able to just purchase units when I get over to Ethiopia's lands. Now, I can attack with the galleys here, but I was tempted just to make sure my men-at-arms was sort of landed to try and siege the city before we do that. We're going to just hold fire for a second. So I haven't seen the Ethiopian defense so far, which is slightly worrying, if anything else. But Desi is now sieged, which means now when I galley attack, we know that the city's not going to regain health, which is a lovely thing. This man-at-arms actually can attack fairly decently. I'm tempted to just let it. Let's make sure that these crossbows can land soon as well. We've got our unique units on the way. We've got more men-at-arms. I have more envoys. There's no chance of me trying to steal any sort of city-state from that continent. So I think I'm just going to hold on to it for now. I like envoys. Envoys will just, they'll work for me at some later point. But Desi didn't get the wall up, which is relatively amusing for me because it means I can use my galleys to finish off the city rather than my embarked units, which is wonderful. What did I just do for Brunei? That was just a quest for them. What did I do? I don't know. I got a district? Is there a district in that city that I just claimed? A harbour? Maybe it was a harbour. It could have been a harbour, actually. Yeah, fair play. Rebellion in 80 turns. That's perfect. Victor, get over here. You know what to do. There's the capital. It's got 40 strength and, more importantly, no walls. And look at this. I've stolen the religion. So, the mission statement. I need to attack, destroy, wipe Ethiopia from this game, steal their religion, and then win a religious victory. I get the feeling that this fight is probably going to be a bit tougher than I'm hoping. Like, at the moment it's going well, but it could go very badly wrong very quickly. I do have a bunch of gold though. What am I going to do? What would be a useful addition here? Trebuchet? 45 bombard strength would knock walls down really quickly? Yeah, sure. Unless there's something better that city-states want me to get. No, there's not. So yeah, trebuchet it is. Oh, and I just stole 215 gold from a trader as well. So it doesn't matter how much I spend. I'm just stealing more Okay, here is the Ethiopian army. They have arrived, and it looks like, don't forget, they're stronger on hills, so that's something I need to just be aware of. That city has taken damage. It did have walls, but it took some damage, so that's interesting. At this point, my trade routes need to be giving me resources and extra science and culture and gold. That's the sort of resources that I want. The letter is flipping, by the way, where, yeah, it looks like Brazil cannot hold on to that city-state, which is great to see, because we can liberate that and we can take control of it and use this faith to get things like walls up and all the extra goodies. It'll be lovely. There's a second trebuchet. Look at that. We are just managing to gold buy a massive army on this continent. They are springing walls up, unfortunately, which is a bit of a problem. Men-at-arms just took 18 damage from the city. They've got crossbow defenses. That's not good. Military emergency. We'll vote down on it. We'll probably now be fighting lots of people. Oh, Adwa just got hit badly. And who voted down? Zulu. Oh, you legend. Coupe was trying to get in on that, but they just got foiled. Lovely. Did I just lose? I just lost a unit, didn't I? Oh, I just lost a crossbow to that volcano hit. Oh, that's painful. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!